What's up, Godzilla fans? Samson West here, and here we go with my newest Godzilla figure review. I am proud to do one of the most unique figures out of my entire collection. Here he is, Gigabrain Gigan, 1973. I also want to add that this is a request for a good friend of mine. You know him. If you don't, you're stuck in a hole somewhere. Ultraman Kronos. Yep, this one's for you, buddy. Okay. This is the Gigabrain Gigan, 1973, like I already said, and he's one of the most unique figures because this is pretty much the only representation of the 1973 Gigan in figure form. There may be models out there that I don't know of, but I don't know of them. So for right now, this is the best looking 73 Gigan that's available. Alright, this is a Gigabrain figure, like I told you several times already, so here is the header card. This is actually the Jet Jaguar header card, but they are the exact same thing, so, I mean, the only difference is the fact that this says Jet Jaguar in Japanese instead of Gigan. Alright. Okay, I guess that's all I really have to say about that, so let's go ahead and get on to detail with this sucker. Alright, if I can adjust. You can look at the face and see, this is the 73 Gigan. There is a difference between 72 and 73, like the facial features mainly, and the bulk of the body. And yeah, the main thing is the way the eye looks, the way the pincers are in the face. They come out a bit further and curve in a little bit more than the 72 Gigan. They're a little bit thicker too. You can see from above they're really thick. They're kind of wide. So yeah, and just looking at it, you can see he's really awesome. The teeth on the inside of the mouth, you can see the 4 little teeth. He doesn't have the little hook that's supposed to be in the inside of his mouth, the one unitooth on the roof of his mouth, but that's okay. I do not care. Looking at the scales in the body, those look great. The leathery green skin, the ripples on the head and in the legs, the arms, just that's really nicely done. The granite look where the hook actually connects to the skin of the body, and also what I have to note about that is the way that it transitions from the color of the hook to the color of the skin. That's very nicely done. I'm guessing that was airbrushed, so that's excellent. You can see the ripples in the wing. They look very nice too because the wings are kind of aluminum-y, and just he's a space monster, so he has space skin. And the wings just look great. You can see from the back the way they span out, like the way they just jut out like that. It looks great. And everything about him looks wonderful. I have no complaints about the way this thing looks. Putting him down and adjusting ever so slightly. There we are. Yes. Now let's talk about articulation on this guy. Unlike the Gigabrain Jet Jaguar that I have, this guy does not have like 17 points of articulation, which I'm actually very fine with. I don't need an extremely articulated Gigan. But he does have enough articulated points to make him move and groove a little bit, like really cool-like. He's awesome. The head articulates ever so slightly. It is supposed to spin, but I don't want to break the figure by grabbing the pincers or the horn on the head to turn it. It is kind of a stiff socket. You can grab where the eye is and spin it like that, but I wouldn't recommend forcing it or you might screw up the figure. So I'm just going to put him with his head facing forward. The arms do articulate. You can see right here they do it rather smoothly also. And something else that's radical is the fact that it spins right there. So you can pose the hooks in any different way. Like he has this hook way down here. He's going to uppercut somebody in the face with his hook. Or he can have this one like that. He's going to just like go and block and hit something. So that's really cool. Put that back. The leg articulates at about 90 degrees. It'll stop there and it stops there just because of the way the figure is molded, so it won't go any further than that, which is okay. I don't really need him to have his legs over his shoulders. That's kind of strange looking. The tail, it does articulate. It's one of the only things that articulates all the way next to the hooks, and it does it rather smoothly, so that's very nice too. So yes, he has just enough points of articulation to make him an absolutely groovy toy. Putting him over here, let's compare him to some other monsters from the same movie. Here's his battle buddy, the X Plus Megalon. I'd say this fits in scale great. The monsters were pretty much on par with each other, which right here, Gigan is slightly taller, but it's just because X Plus Megalon is hunched over a little bit. So this actually fits in great scale to me. Here's the robot that he beat the living crap out of and almost broke his neck. X Plus Jet Jaguar. This also fits in perfect scale to me. Gigan is supposed to be a bigger figure. He's about like maybe half an inch taller, but that's all he really needs to be. And you can see here, yeah, just a little bit taller. And as I had them posed before, Gigan is really bulky, Jet Jaguar is really fit and skinny. That's why he's so mad. He tried to kill him because he's not as fit as Jet Jaguar. And that always makes him really, really jealous. So he tried to break his neck. But Godzilla came in and he saved Jet Jaguar's ass. And that was awesome. Alright, I have one more figure to compare with the Gigabrain Gigan. Here is the Marmot Kit Gigan, 1972. Woo! This guy almost dwarfs the Gigabrain Gigan. This is a hefty looking monster. He's a bit bigger than the Gigabrain Gigan, but either way, this is one of the best looking 72 Gigans. I always have some of the best stuff. I'm not bragging here, but I'm very grateful to have some of the most awesome looking figures that I have. So you can see there, like I told you before, there are subtle differences between 72 and 73, like the pincers, just the way the eye is shaped, and the way just the whole body is shaped too. Like the wings, you can look at the wings on the back. They are just a little bit different looking than the wings on the Gigabrain Gigan. And you can have a profile of the wings also. You can see they are different right here and here. The shape of the Gigabrain Gigan, or the 73 Gigan, they come straight out. But for the 72 Gigan, they kind of curve out. It's kind of at a curve. Okay, enough comparison. Let's go ahead and finish off this review. One of my favorite toys. I love this thing so much. I was very grateful to get the movie accurate paint scheme. There are a ton of different paint schemes for this, like multicolored, translucent. There's a lot of translucents. There's translucent blue, green. Actually, that's all I can think of right now, but I know there's more. Alright, I really hope you guys enjoyed this review. There's not much more I can say except sayonara.